Spencer Lazaro on the phone with Jorge Masvidal, man. Impressive performance in your UFC debut. A long time coming, man. How was that feeling, getting in there and getting that win?
Yeah, just getting that win. A long time coming for me being in the UFC. Just felt good to get the win, and I wasn't really nervous, but I had I don't know, I just didn't feel like myself backstage. I wasn't nervous. It just wasn't I was quite there, so I can't wait just for the next performance, just put on a better performance than what I did this time.
Yeah.
Try to get a finish already and just go on from there, man.
I mean, you had a 9-month layoff. Do you think it was, your performance being not feeling right in there was a lot of his length? He had such crazy length, or was it, your layoff or both?
I think it could have been the layoff because it was a while since my last fight. It could have been the layoff and the combination of being in the UFC and all of it together. Or I don't know if it just I got bad sleep that night, but I just I don't know. I felt like I couldn't just get my body started how I usually do backstage.
Yeah. Well, what was the game plan going in a little bit? Was it to look to stand, or just kind of, you're a well-rounded guy, so I know you don't necessarily need such of a game plan, but was it to take him to the ground, or was that something you noticed in the fight?
The plan, what my coach wanted me to do is feel him out on the feet. When he's tall, he's awkward,
Yeah.
He's 6'2" in southpaw, so that right there, spells problems. So it was just get in there, tag him up, and if I'm having difficulty with the hands, just start taking him down. And as soon as I grabbed it and I picked him up in the air, I was like, yeah, I knew that'd be the easy route to go, just get 4 takedowns on him.
He seemed pretty drained at the weigh-ins as well, pretty sucked up. Was that something you noticed?
Yeah, we both cutting weight at the same places, and we both cut about the same amount of weight. So I figured he was pretty, he wasn't fully hydrated. Came the day again, Plus he's taller than me, so he's carrying more weight, So I knew if I was tired going into the third round, he'd be exhausted.
Yeah. You like coming out here to Cali, man? You seem to do pretty well out here. We've hung out, of course, in San Diego. How was San Jose for you?
Man, I didn't think I'd like San Jose because I've been to other parts of Cali. I didn't really like it. San Jose is fucking shit, man. That place is awesome, man. I had a blast out there.
You didn't like San Diego?
San Diego was awesome, too. Those are my 2 favorite places in Cali. San Jose, San Diego. Those places are legit, man.
Did you get your normal McDonald's? Did you get your McDonald's in after the weigh-in, or what was up with that?
Nah, no McDonald's after weigh-in. After the fight, though, I hit up some West Coast restaurants, not restaurants, food chains to try out the West Coast burgers and stuff. I think we went to either Fatburger or In-N-Out or one of those burger joints. I forget, man. It was late in the night, but we went to one of those joints out there. Right
on, man. And you're on a 3-fight win streak now. And really, your only loss in there was to the guy who just had a controversial loss for the title in the UFC. So, where do you feel like you fit in that stacked lightweight division?
I feel like I got to fight a top 5 guy, man, ASAP. I don't want to fight no other guy that's 2-3-0 in the UFC or some phenom from Brazil that's 15-0 that nobody really knows. I need to fight guys that legit, I'd like to get the win of Pat Healy, Jim Miller, like that. That's what I'm looking for, a name like that,
All right.
I don't want to be bottom feeding right now. I want to fight some dudes that they got a name already.
Yeah. Who do you think will win that fight?
The Jim Miller, Pat Healy?
Yeah, that's an interesting fight.
I don't even care who wins. I don't even know who's going to win, but it's just an easy paycheck for me. They're blowing these 2 guys up like they're supposed to be something special. I think, either one of them is going to be an easy paycheck for me, so that's a fight I like to get.
Is it nice that the guys, though, coming over from Strikeforce seem to be doing very well and really proving that, you guys are on the same level as any of these other guys in the UFC?
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see, but I think a lot of that has to do with matchups, too, You match certain guys up with certain guys that maybe it's a little different, but yeah, definitely Strikeforce has a deep roster as well, especially at lightweight. We had a decent amount of guys there, Bill just did an awesome fight, man, this Saturday,
Yeah. Speaking of matchups, I mean, it seems like you have a style that matches up well against anybody. You've got really quality stand-up, a great jab, and it seems like you've been working on your wrestling pretty good there. Must be working with Alexis a little extra, huh?
Yeah, man. I ain't fearing none of these wrestlers, man. These dudes got me living in fear, man, now that I'm here. 'Cause a lot of them know they just can't take me down. You can't sit on me for 5 minutes and think you're going to win a fight like that, man. Ain't no dry humping over here, man. I'm bring the truth to the division, man.
Is Yoel Romero training with you guys as well over there?
Yeah, Joel's my partner, man. He's another stud wrestler that been working out with us, you know. And he's a beast. He shows me tricks here and there, you know. But yeah, Joel be working out with us a lot.
You must have been helping him with his stand-up because I know he has a wrestling background and he was in there looking like a striker, man.
Yeah. We be exchanging tricks, you know. I showed him a couple things and he showed me a couple things, and I mean, we known each other for a while before he even came to the UFC. I had already known who Joel was, and was keeping contact. And he told me as soon as he got out here, he wanted to start training with me and Bill and stuff. So I mean, as soon as he got out here, we started training and we clicked well. So he's been able to show me like a couple high-level tricks that he does or he would do and shit like that, you know.
Who did you get to watch the main event up there? Benson and Gilbert.
Yeah, I saw the main event.
Who did you think won?
I'm gonna slide towards Melendez, man. I think he did, you know, more striking and he was dictating the pace, and you know he got the takedowns on off leg kicks, but at least the first and second round I gave it to Gil. The third and fourth I thought was Henderson. One of them maybe Gilbert could have even stolen because he came on real strong like the last minute, just throwing flurries and stuff. In the fifth round I gave it to Gil. So I thought Gil won, but you know it's a close fight no matter what, you know.
Is there any frustration for you? I know there is for a lot of other people with judging in this sport. What are your thoughts on judging in the sport?
I think judging in the sport is horrible. You know, I don't know how I got swept the last 10 seconds and he threw a couple elbows and ended on my form and they gave him the round, but it happens. I mean, I don't know. To each his own. Sometimes I think these judges ain't do nothing but judge amateur boxing, and then they get into MMA and they don't know what grappling is. Or they give a takedown when the takedown's not needed. You know, like a guy sits in his butt and gets right up. That's not a takedown, you know?
Yeah.
You gotta show control. And I think a lot of times these referees have no idea what they're doing.
Do you sometimes feel like that can actually go your way, considering you have some of the better boxing, and you know, of these lightweights?
Yes and no. But sometimes I just think if you just active, you're getting points. Like I'm just like naturally, I'm very counter defensive, you know, like I like to make people miss and I hit, you know.
Yep.
So if a guy's throwing 3 punches and I'm throwing one, a lot of times on the judges' scorecards, I know I'm losing, you know, even if I'm not getting hit, if I'm the one landing the blows, but I'm making a miss, a lot of times I'm taking fists backwards, I'm cutting angles. Usually it has like I'm the loser because the other guy's the aggressor. That's why I try to mix in my wrestling a lot to secure that I get a win, you know. Yeah.
Talk about your rise in this sport. You know, I think the first time I ever saw you fight was the YouTube stuff, you know? So, I mean, talk about your rise, and is it at all surreal that you're here in the UFC, got your victory, or is it something that you just always knew all along that you'd be here?
That part is not surreal at all. I mean, I knew since the first day I laid the gloves in the sparring gym, and talking about like 11 years back, 10 years back, I knew that I'd fight at the highest stakes possible, just because my mind was so into it. There was nothing that was going to defeat me, you know. I had faced a lot greater, harder things, and I knew that if I put my mind to it, I'd fight anywhere I wanted to, you know. And 10 years later, I done fought all over the world, every promotion I ever wanted to fight to. I thank God, man, I'm making a living off it, man.
Right on, man. I guess last thing was just, I know you broke your hand in the fight with Melendez. So talk about, you know, breaking that hand and when it happened, and if it was, I know it was a little bit hurt going into the fight, right?
Yeah, I had injured it like a couple days before. It wasn't nothing crazy, but just had like a contusion in my hand, and yeah, you know, I messed it up in the first round of the fight. But I don't want to take nothing away from Gil, man. He won't finish, but I should have had a plan B and C and D. You know, the World Championship fight, I should have let a little egg get in the way of it. So I don't want to take nothing away from Gil, man. He won that fight straight up, you know.
Is that a rematch you'd possibly be interested in? You know, he's still got a good name.
That is the rematch, man. I'm going to do whatever it takes. Maybe one day have my hands on that title, man. Within the next 2 years, really, to tell you the truth. I want to have my hands on that title so Gilbert get that rematch on it. And I think we both just kind of like, I know in the press conference he said he hurt his foot early on, too, in the first round. He threw a kick, and I checked it, and his foot was, I don't know to what extent it was messed up, but he said it was messed up. So I think we just both in that fight kind of held back a little bit. We didn't get to put on the show that I think the fight that it was going to be, you know. It was a tough dude, and I really wanted to turn to him, and I know he wanted to turn to me, so I can't wait for the rematch, you know. I'll get as many fights as I can. As soon as I get myself set up for a rematch, that's one rematch I'd love to do, man.
Awesome, dude. Anything else you want to say, Jorge?
I want to say thank God, man, first and foremost. like American Top Team, Fliction. Everybody's been showing me love, man. Even before the fight happened or anything, I've had a lot of my fans just reaching out to me, showing me a lot of love, and I want to thank them all, man.
Well, it's great to see you get in there, man, in the octagon. A long time coming and get a victory like you did. So, and good to talk to you, man. It's been a while for me to talk to you. I always enjoyed the time we spent down there in San Diego and whatnot, and hope to see you out in Cali soon.
Thanks, man. Hey, thanks for having me on. I had a great time in Cali. Now, hopefully we give me an easy paycheck, man. Putting up Jim Miller, man, that's an easy paycheck right there.
All right, bro. We'll get this interview out there. I'll tweet it to you.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, so I'll talk to you soon. Jorge Masvidal, Spencer Lazara, thanks for listening. MMAinterviews.tv.